What did I just click away? Okay, cool, cat. So let me stay serious. Sorry, playing around too much. Let me go here. Okay. So it is said that you shall surely die. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so they said, behold, thy servants are in Gath. Let me see scriptures. No, I don't need that. Okay. 1 Kings chapter 1 verse 40. And Shimei arose and saddled his donkey and went to Gath to Achish to seek his servants. And Shimei went and brought his servants from Gath. And it was told Solomon that Shimei had gone from Jerusalem to Gath and was come again. And the king sent and called Shimei and said unto him, Did I not make thee swear by Yahweh, and protested unto thee, saying, Know for a certain, on the day thou goest out and walkest abroad any whither, so anywhere outside of the place in Jerusalem, beyond beyond Kidron, any direction that you go beyond Kidron, I'm gonna kill you. That thou shalt surely die. And thou saidst unto me, The word that I have heard is good. Why then hast thou not kept the oath of Yahweh, and the commandment that I have charged thee with? Yeah, he did make him swear, and he swore, because back in the days you were allowed to swear. When Yahushai came, he said, don't swear anymore. Anyway, so it says right here, verse 44. The king said moreover to Shimei, Thou knowest all the wickedness which thine heart is privy to. Like what you do privately. You know you a wicked person when you curse people. Yeah, you do wicked things. And the thing that he did was wicked. I'll show you here. That thou didst, let me read it again, sorry. The king said moreover to Shimei, Thou knowest all the wickedness which thine heart is privy to, that thou didst to David my father. Therefore Yahweh shall return thy wickedness upon thine own head. Why? Why would the Lord pay him back for something that he allowed him to do? Yeah, just because the Lord allows you to do something doesn't mean you should do it. Esau, he was allowed to beat us up for the sins that we did against the Heavenly Father. But Esau took it too far. He was not allowed to do what he's doing. Jeremiah 49 shows you that. He was not allowed to do that, what he was doing. Oh, you touched the apple of the Lord's eye. You're going to pay for that. You're going to really pay for that. And he went further. He thought it's all altogether such as one as thyself. He really thinks that the Lord is with him for allowing him to do these things. You have to understand, yes, the Lord did sell us, but Esau went overboard. I was but a little displeased with the Israelites, but you helped first. No, you went too far for that. That's why you're going to get exterminated. Zechariah chapter 1 verse 15. And I am sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. You ain't stressing. If you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 17, it shows you that the Egyptians were stressing. They were stressing in their daily lives because they knew, like, hey, these are the children of the Heavenly Father and we enslaved them. They were afraid. They were very afraid. If you read the chapter, you will see, like, they was actually scared. But they kept on smacking us. Do the work, nigger. Work. They was thinking in their head, like, man, I think I'm going to get beat for this. I don't care. I'm having fun right now. Work. So, but they were scared. They were scared. That's why they're not going to get exterminated. How about that? Mizraim is not going to get exterminated. But Esau, he wasn't like, oh man, I think I'm going to get punished for this one. No, he was like, fuck it, the Lord is with me. Nigga! Yeah, so he was having fun. He was having fun. And I'm so displeased with the heathen that are at ease. Elam too. Moab too. Ammon too. Japheth too. Ishmael too. All of them. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. They was doing too much. Like, what? That's not what I told you. You was supposed to beat them up and didn't let them go. But you did more than your heart could wish for. Like, you did more. So I'm going to do more to you too. Once that time comes. As you can see it here. And as you can see it here. Oh yeah, these are the horns that which have scattered Judah. They have scattered us. But anyway, that's another topic. But they're going to pay for that, by the way. So, if you go to here, which is the book of Exodus chapter 22, verse 28. Thou shalt not revile the gods. This is talking about the angels. Or else it would be a contradiction. Because it says, you shall not serve other gods. Oh, sorry. Yeah. There are no other gods. I am Yahweh. Wow. Let me. Here. Exodus 22 and. No. What is it again? 21? 20. I think 20. Yeah. So it says here Exodus 20 and 5. 20 and 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. That's it. But if you understand the word gods, it's talking about powers. And in this case, it's talking about the angels. You shall not disrespect the angels. That's what criticize abusively. Like, for example, hey, bitch ass nigga. Yeah, you shouldn't say that. Even though bitch ass is a bitch, you say female dog and butt cheeks. And nigger means black. The word nigger means black. So what you actually said was, well, I know it doesn't sound right. If you say that to a person, it doesn't sound right. But I know what it means. It says it's female dog butt cheeks. What's the other word? Black. So you basically said you dark skinned female dog butt having person thing, whatever thing. Yeah. If you say dickhead or something like that, you just actually said penis head. Hey, penis head. Hey, penis. Hey, penis. And then he looked. See, I got you. You looked. Then he finna throw a rock at you. You called me penis head, but you looked. Yeah, but you can't do that with the angels. So it goes into criticize abusively and stuff. It's talking abusive to a person. That's revile. So thou shalt not revile the angels, nor curse the ruler of thy people. That's the one that I want. You cannot also revile the rulers of your people, because in you can't do that to the high priest neither. Acts 23 and 5. Then said Paul. So what did Paul say? Acts 24, 23 and 4. No. Let me get the chapter. Acts 23 and 3. No. It's just Acts 23. How about that? Acts 23 and 1. And Paul, earnestly beholding the council. So he was really, honestly and earnestly. Sorry. Sincerely, seriously, right? Beholding the council, he was looking at the council like, the council is what, this one, where they gave it, no, what you could, where they give advice and stuff like that. And it's a Dutch word, yeah, council. Yeah, it's not a Dutch word. I mean, like, whatever. Sorry. I didn't mean Dutch word. I was thinking of a few things. Sorry. So it says there, earnestly beholding the council, said, men and brethren, I have lived in all good conscience before Yahweh until this day. And the high priest Ananias commanded them that stood by him to smite him on the mouth. Says that he was like, shut up. You don't hold consciousness in the Lord. Shut up. Then said Paul unto high priest Ananias, because Paul was talking and he was really being sincere and earnestly and honest and stuff like that, really serious. and really believe in what he says, because what he was saying was true. But the high priest Ananias, he was looking at him like, shut up, everything you say is wrong. But he wasn't. He was actually right. The high priest was wrong. So he commanded him, smack him on the mouth for the things that he said. Then said Paul unto him, Yahweh shall smite thee. So you won't smack me? The Lord is going to smack you. Thou whited wall. So you're beautiful on the outside, but you're actually painted white. You're actually an ugly person from within. And sittest thou to judge me after the law? Yeah, you think you're better than me? And commandest me to be smitten contrary to the law? I didn't even break the law. What are you talking about? You want to smack me because of something that I didn't even break or do? You a demon, basically. He didn't say demon. He said you a whited wall. You're an ugly person from within. Only on the outside you're beautiful. And they that stood by said, revilest thou Yahweh's high priest? Are you talking abusive to the high priest? And that man that way? Are you crazy? Then said Paul, I was not, brethren, that he was the high priest. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he would not be talking to him like that. If he knew that he was the high priest, he would not say it like that. Not that, you know. For it is written, thou shalt not speak evil of the ruler of thy people. So now I hope you now can get where I'm going at with this. First Kings 1:44. The king said moreover to Shimei, thou knowest all the wickedness which thine heart is privy to, that thou didst to David my father, which was wicked, yes. Therefore Yahweh shall return thy wickedness upon thy own head. Why shall Yahweh punish him for what he did, even though he allowed him to do that? Well, if you go here, it says, Exodus 22:28, thou shalt not revile the angels, nor curse the ruler of thy people. You can't do that. So he knew better. Just because the Lord allowed it to happen, he did curse him. That doesn't mean that you're going to get away scot-free. And if you think that let me give you another example to show you that just because the Lord allowed Esau to butcher us doesn't mean that he's not going to pay for that. Check this out, what the Lord did to the kingdom of the Assyrians, which is the same thing that he did to every nation in existence. Here is just mentioned the Assyrians, and I love pulling this chapter because it gets to the point real good, which I like. I often love going into other details, like very elaborate. Did I use that word correctly? Basically, very, very long, yeah? And much talking and explaining and stuff like that. I like that. So that you can get the bigger picture eventually, and then after that you can get it very speedily. Because if you for example listen to an hour of my video, you can explain that same video, you can explain it in 5 minutes. Oh, Lord willing, thank you. I made it very simple for you, because you know what the good thing is? The good thing, I think it is when you understand something, then you can explain it without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, because you know what you're saying, you know better, you know all the outcomes. Just like how you had this guy. I'm not talking about me being him. I just like these things. You have to put a difference between it. I'm not saying I'm this. I say I like this. Okay? So I want to emulate it. I am a copycat. You see me talking English, I can copy you. I'm a freaking copycat. Everybody is a copycat, but fuck them. I'm talking about me right now. Which is, I'm designed to be a copycat. Since birth, I copied the words of my parents. And if I saw something like in hip-hop or stuff like that, back in the days it was hip-hop and rap, I copied it. Let me see, the dress code, I copied it. Man is predominantly a copycat. Predominantly. When you grow up, you will branch out to start doing your own thing. And some people, when you're copying them, they say, hey man, you bite my style, man, you bite my style. Smack you in the face and shit like that. Don't bite my style, host. But other people, when you copy them, they see it as an homage, like a respect toward them. So you need to know who you're copying from. I'm a copycat myself, so I just want you to know that. Anyway, so it is here, Doctor Strange. I had it the other day. I think this one. Right.
Yeah, we got one advantage. He's coming to us.
Is this it?
All right, I have a plan. Or at least the beginnings of one.
Is this not it?
Draw him in, pin him down, get what we need.
I don't know if this is it. I think this is it. Sorry. These devils want to do this because I'm blocking them. I'll find another way. They want to irritatingly make you wait. Oh, we're going to make you wait. You take the block off. Nope. I'd rather do that than see your commercials. Your ads. He was... Yeah, here. He was seeing multiple on the... he's a devil worshipper, by the way, because you can see the fingers. But he was seeing multiple outcomes and possibilities and stuff like that. You know, because that was fun. But anyway, let me leave that. The point is, people are copycats by nature. So it's actually a human trait to copy one another. If you see clothing that you like, that you've never seen before, you're going to want to buy it. Women, if they see lipstick, clothing, anything, hairstyle, anything, they will copy it. And men do the same thing too. They see everybody hit the gym, they want to hit the gym. They see everybody talking like a thug nigga, they want to talk like a thug nigga. They see everybody walking with their pants sagged down, they want to walk with their pants sagged down. So some people are copycats onto knuckleheads because they're stupid. But some people are copycats because they see something that they like and then they add their taste to it, you can say, you know. But and some people just keep it on original, which is still good. But there's many variations of copycats, you know. So let me just go on because I can explain it for hours, but it doesn't. You know yourself that you copy something from someone that you like at any point in time. So you did that. So anyway, so Isaiah chapter 10 verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him to against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give them a charge. Who's the people of the Lord's wrath at this point in time? The Israelites. Later on, it's against Esau. To take the spoil, to rob us. Zechariah 14 explains you that they robbed the shit out of us. And, well, if I do that, look, I wanted to do this. Titus. They robbed the shit out of us. Here, look it up. Here. Oh, sorry. Here. These Edomites now, not the Assyrians, but the Assyrians did it too. The Babylonians did it too. First Ezra chapter 1 explains that very good to you. They stole everything we had. They stole everything we had. They stole, including us, because they enslaved us too. Yep. That's because we sinned against the Lord. So yeah, it's funny when you read it, it's funny, but I do know that y'all gonna pay for that, all of y'all, especially you fucking Romans. How about that? You gonna get your ass exterminated. Obadiah chapter 1 shows you that. All the descendants of Rome. You should be shaking in your bones right about now. But you too stupid to know. It's like a baby. These people are babies. They have the intelligence of babies when it comes to spiritual danger that they are in. Yeah, so they are like babies playing around in the facility of a cobra snake. Then you have babies chilling, you know, trying to touch it. They're trying to touch it too. You know, babies trying to put everything in their mouth. That's the majority of the Edomites upon the planet Earth until they get eaten. Because you know what? Cobra snakes eat snakes. Every snake in existence is in danger. When a cobra is there, you're going to die. You're going to die 100%, especially if the hunger kicks in. Ooh, you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die. Well, that's the people of the world. They don't know that Jacob is actually sleeping, walking around upon the planet Earth, sleepwalking, without any type of powers in existence. You other nations, you got... You have the countries and stuff like that. They got military weapons. You got India. They got all their type of weapons and stuff like that. Army, military here, India. You got India, they got their military, you know, their type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got the Russians, you already know. You got the Vietnam, you already know that. You got the what's the other country again? Vietnam. You got Thailand, of course. Correct. South, not North. We already know North Korea got armies. South Korea, every country got armies. Every country got armies. Now, okay, let's see the nigga army. The nigga army. This is our army. Back in the days, they were actually the good guys. The Bloods and the Crips used to protect us against the KKK, but they fumbled and fucked up somewhere. Esau put his little sprinkled leper fingers up in the midst and started to make them fight against each other by sprinkling a little bit of dope upon them. And you will fight. Yeah? Give somebody some dope, he'll stab his mother or sell his mother out or rob from his mother and his father just to pay off the dope. Not even debt. Just to buy dope. So in the beginning, we did have this as our standing army against Esau. Now it's a potential enemy. Potential enemies, you know. So anyway, so you gonna pay for that, what you did. You robbed us. But what did the Lord do? Verse 12, Isaiah 10:12. Wherefore it shall come to pass when Yahweh had performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem. What is his whole work? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 or 16 until verse 68. That's the whole work of the Lord. All the curses must come to pass. That's the whole work of the Lord. But in this case, he just punished us for a few years. In the time of the actual Assyrian Empire, he punished us for a period of time. Okay. I will punish the fruit of the stout heart. Stout means proud. Stout heart of the king of Assyria, and the glory of his high looks. For he saith, by the strength of my hand have I done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent. And I have removed the bounds of the people and have robbed their treasures. And I have put down the inhabitants like a valiant man. So he really think that he's the greatest, just like Esau. Just like Nebuchadnezzar too. Just like every other nation that took us down. They thought they was the best until the Most High chin check them, and then they stopped. Right? But Esau doesn't stop. Even though he get chin checked by he doesn't stop. The Lord chin checked him, he doesn't stop. Well, Obadiah chapter 1 Obadiah chapter 1 is written for exactly you, Esau. So hey, it's gonna be a fun day. So it says right here, 1 Kings chapter 1 verse 20. 45. And King Solomon, so what did he do? So he also said that I will here. So what did King Solomon do? He did very wise, actually. He didn't kill him right away. He gave them an ultimatum like, okay, if you do this, I'm gonna kill you. If you don't, then you gonna stay alive. So I'm gonna read this real quick. Sorry. Numbers 35 and 1. 35 and 10. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, when ye be come over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you. Which are these cities? The stars that you see, the stars, these are cities of refuge, right? Okay. That the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person unawares. So, killer is a person that kills by accident, right? A murderer is done on purpose, right? So a killer, it's a difference. Thou shalt not murder is what it actually says in the 10 Commandments. If you read it in the Hebrew, it says thou shalt not murder. Because if you go to Leviticus 20 and 13, it says you need to kill people like that. You need to kill them right now. Okay, that's what it said. Don't do it, but I'm telling you what it says right there. I'm not telling you to do it, right? So, verse 12, and they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger of blood, right? That the manslayer die not, because he didn't do it by purpose. He did it by accident. Until he stand before the congregation and judgment, until he come before the judge, so that everybody can see and then judge between themselves righteously according to the Heavenly Father, his spirit, which is honesty, right? And of these cities which ye shall give, and of these cities which ye shall give, 6 cities ye shall have for refuge. Okay. So that part, okay? Go. So now, so basically, if the murderer if he's a murderer, he went to go fight with a weapon in hand, and he killed that man, then he is a murderer, then you kill him. He shall be put to death because he went to go fight against his brother with a weapon, throwing a stone, whatever, and the person dies, you need to kill him because he went to fight with a weapon, okay? The revenger of blood, which is a family member, shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. He's allowed to kill that man because he's a murderer. The family member, when they catch you, you are allowed to be put to death. That's it. Bye-bye. Okay? But if he thrust him of hatred or hurl at him by laying wait that he die, or in enmity smite with his hand that he die, he that smote him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. So that one, or use a weapon. Okay, go. But if he thrust him suddenly out without enmity, he hit him without being hateful toward him, he just hit him at that moment in time, or have cast upon him anything without laying in wait, or, trouble came and he took something and he threw it on you and you died, with any stone that the man may die, seeing, or when he didn't see him. Sometimes you have people that throw something, all of a sudden, throw something downstairs, which is not a good thing to do in the first place. But you have people that go hunting and then they kill a person by accident. Sometimes it's done on purpose, make it look. But just for honest sake, for truth's sake, like when it truly happens, then that is not a murderer. That is a killer. He killed. He didn't murder. It's a difference. So the revenger, that you keep him away and then you go to the city of refuge and then you hide him there, right? So it says here, because, wait. Verse 25. And the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of blood, which is most of the time family members or friends of the person that died. And the congregation shall restore him to the city of the refuge of his refuge, whither he was fled, and he shall abide in it unto the death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil. So I have a point of me reading all this, what King Solomon did. King Solomon actually did this to him. Yeah? Because the revenger of blood was Solomon himself. And the high priest, well, he was not the high priest, but he was kind of in the place of the high priest. He was kind of there. But but in the spirit, but not in the physical form. He was actually not a Levite. But in the spiritual form, he was. But that's another story. But the point is, he actually treated it like as if it was that. So, if you murder or kill, and then you actually kill, not murder. If you kill, and then you are to be hiding in the refuge, then it is said that whither he was fled, and he shall abide in it, in that city of refuge, unto the death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil. But if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, any second, any time in existence, you step out of that city while the high priest is still alive, and the revenger of blood find him without the borders of the city of his refuge, which is the city of refuge. If you read this chapter, you will see. And the revenger of blood kill the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood. Right. The revenger of blood, if he happened to see you, like, hey, yo, that's that guy that murdered my cousin. Go get him. Then they get him, right? So if they get you, you're dead. And then, you stepped out of the city of refuge. You shouldn't have done that. You should have waited until the high priest was dead, and then you could just walk free. Because then, if he now kills you, he's going to be put to death. Because the high priest, his life protected you. And when he is dead, in death, you are released. from the punishment that you was going to get. And if anybody else still want to hurt you, they're gonna have to suffer. And they knew that. They wouldn't do that. Some of them still did, maybe, most likely. It's not written, but just thinking of our people, be like, yeah, there must have been a goddamn knucklehead that tried that shit. He got killed. He got his ass killed. But it says right here 28, because if you read on, you will see like, oh shit, if the high priest dies and then he is let out, don't touch that man again, because he served his sentence, and that's it. Because it says right here, or else the blood will be upon your hand and you will be a murderer. But if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge whither he was fled, and the revenger of blood, family member or friend, find him without the borders, so outside of the borders of the city of his refuge, and the revenger of blood kill the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood, because he should have remained in the city of his refuge until the death of the high priest. So, wait, let me finish it. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return into the land of his possession. So, what am I reading? I am reading that King Solomon should have actually died. Then Shimei could have left Jerusalem. But he didn't. He was too stubborn. He was too proud. He was like, I'm going to get my servants back and smack them around and make them forcefully make them do the work again. And and that was his death. That was his that was it. He died for that. He died. Where was I reading? Wait. Numbers. Yeah. So it says right here, so these things shall be done for a statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by mouth of witnesses. But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of the murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall surely be put to death. And ye shall take no satisfaction. So, it's written 2 times. Oh, sorry. Satisfaction, fulfillment of one's wishes. Satisfaction. You're satisfied. Satisfy. Satisfy. Content. Meet expectation, needs, desire. Moreover, desire. Fulfill. Like, oh yes. Sometimes you are in the flesh, so sometimes you be like, yeah, good for you. But don't take it too far. Don't take it too far. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge. So don't be happy neither, like, yes, he got away. Now he's safe. Yes. Right? Don't do that neither. It's mentioned 2 times, by the way. Yeah, I was actually thinking of 2 times it's mentioned for the same thing until I read it again. So, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, sorry about that. Let me go on. I should have read further. That he come again to dwell in the land until the death of the high priest. It is the high priest. We know it's the high priest. So yeah, until the death of the high priest. So why am I grabbing this as the point? The point is that Shimei should have stayed in the city until the death of King Solomon. He's not the high priest, but he is in the spirit, like as if he is one. But to be technical, he is not a high priest. He's not a Levite. So I'm just keep it at that, because if I look at him to the spirit, I know who he is. But if I look at him in the fleshly moment, he is Judah, and he is the wisest king of the house of David. Sorry, yeah, the house of David. And King Solomon shall be blessed, and the throne of David shall be established forever. Amen. Forever. Amen. So the king commanded Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, which went out. That's why I'm laughing when I read his name. I already know somebody gonna die. As long as I read his name, I'm thinking of, him chasing Joab. I'm thinking of him killing a lot of people. It's mentioned that he killed a lot of people, this guy. And it's just funny. It's just funny to me. But yeah, let me go on. I don't know. It's just laugh. It's funny. Which went out and fell upon him that he died. He died. Yeah, he died. Shimei died. And the kingdom was established in the hand of Solomon. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm sorry that I went and all over the place a little bit. I was playing around too much a little bit actually. But yeah, I will have to cut this video because it's an hour and a half. I will have to cut it. So yeah. And did I miss anything here? I already read this one. Oh yeah, I even forgot that one. Brazil. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot that one. I think I went over it. I'm not sure anymore. But anyway, so here you had Brazil. Here. Barzillai, the Gileadite. Gilead is Manasseh, if I'm correct. Yeah, it's Manasseh. Sorry. So, but he was a Manassite. But then King David loved him, and he blessed his children. And you might want to know, so where did they meet? What was the encounter of them? Wherefore, he basically said to King Solomon, his son, King David said to his son, King Solomon, he said, treat them good for my name's sake, because of what their father did for me. Here you can read about it. 2 Samuel chapter 19, verse 31. The Gileadite and what he did for King David. And he said, verse 35, I am this day 80 years old, 80 years old. And can I discern between good and evil? Basically, he was getting older and stuff like that. It's not that he doesn't, like when you get older, you don't know good from evil. It's not talking about that. Can thy servant taste what I eat or what I drink? Yeah, because when certain people are older, they might lose their taste. And he wasn't really good with, making good judgment. That is the point concerning good and evil. He knows, if he didn't know what was not evil, or evil and what was not good, stuff like that, King David would look at him like, no, it's talking about he just got older, and he might lose his taste and stuff like that, or stuff like that. Older people, I have met older people that went through these type of things, so yeah. Anyway, can I hear any more the voice of singing men and singing women? Yeah, because their ears might get dim and stuff like that. Eyes might get dim too, so yeah. Wherefore then should thy servant be yet a burden unto my lord the king? Because yeah, he was getting older and he didn't want to be a burden, because it's like children. When you have to flee and you have children with you, it's going to be a hard time for you. You're most likely going to get caught, because your children are going to be loud and stuff like that. When you need to hide, let's say a whole army is looking out for you, and if you were alone, you could just hide. If they don't have dogs, whatever, just give an example. Even if they have dogs, you could be under the water with a stick above the with a bamboo stick in the water, then you can breathe through the tube, whatever. If you have children, you can kiss your ass goodbye concerning that one, because you're not going to get those children under the water and then breathe through a bamboo stick or whatever. You're not going to get them to do that unless they're a little bit older, like 12, 13, 14. It's possible for them to understand what they need to be doing at that time, at that age. But other than that, no. And same thing with older people. They kind of turn into children again, So that is what he was saying. So King David said, nah, you need to basically treat his sons good for his name's sake. That's what he told his son, King Solomon. Okay, that one. Right, so that was Shimei, that was this. And I think I'm done right now with everything. So Lord willing, I'm not going to upload this right away. Will take time, but let me see. Cause I gotta cut it. And yeah. So right. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.